This was an Associated Press article that came out 1989. Robots too dumb to fulfill dreams of the 50s. As in a lot of articles, I'm quoted here saying, it's not a revolution, it's an evolution. Always defending at this point what was being written off as a failed industry. Shortly after that article, Joe Engelberger published his incredible book, Robotics in Service. I've kept this since 1989 because the inscription really means a lot to me. It reads, "For Jeff Burnstein, a stalwart defender," signed by Joe Engelberger.
I recall when I recruited Jeff away from the Society of Manufacturing Engineers, he was working on the second floor of the SME building in the Public Relations Department. As I approached his office, I hear this click, 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 and he's in there banging away on a manual typewriter, of all things, doing his job.
He is the patriarch, if you want to call it, of the industry, because he really feels like this is his whole family, and he treats it that way.
Jeff is the guy, right? Everybody knows Jeff.
You may enter this industry and not know him, but it won't be long before somebody's going to say, here's a guy you should meet.
Jeff is a believer in hard work. Whatever he attempts to do, and it doesn't matter what it is, it could be in his personal life or his professional life, but he gives 100%, always.
Jeff has always been curious. I think he would tell you he's not the engineer's engineer. You're not going to find him in the lab writing code. But what he always wanted to understand was how the business ran.
So when I got involved in robotics in 1981, working for the Society of Manufacturing Engineers, robotics was going to be the next industrial revolution. Shortly after that, it basically collapsed. Automakers discover factory of the future is headache just now. Robots misfire and scanners misread at a GM plant.
When he started, robotics were not very well understood.
I say in the early days, Jeff was trying to look at things in a different way.
People I was talking to from industry, they were all talking technology. If I couldn't understand what they were saying, how was the press and the public and policymakers, how would they know what to make of this? So I figured this is a good role for me.
He was hired because of his communication skills. He's a great communicator, great speaker.
Because he was so passionate about it, he would look for opportunities to get the word out about how impactful automation and robotics was to all of us across all different industries.
I think he actually is very creative. He's always thinking ahead.
The most challenging time in Jeff's career, it was a crossroads when robotics as an industry was seeing a challenge through the associations.
Many of the events that Jeff pioneered in the association, the topics are about cooperation. It's about seeing what we can do together, and I think he's been an instrumental part of that.
We were 3 different associations for a long time. A robotics association, a machine vision association, and a motion control association. Over time, that became kind of unwieldy.
Jeff recognized that he needed to work among a broader aspect of advisors, and that's where today born what we call Automate and eventually A3.
It was kind of a seminal moment in this industry's history, is the creation of 1A3. Together, globally, we are the largest automation trade association in the world.
The media comes to us, the association today, and Jeff particularly, to get information about what's going on in the industry.
The formation of A3 and bringing under A3 all the sub-associations really brought a real powerhouse vehicle for us to deliver a message about automation.
This association has 500, this association has 300, this association has 300. Instead of doing that, we're now one together. We're one entity that can impact the world on a greater scale. Jeff saw that.
Very little automation is just one technology, and because of that, Jeff was able to pull together this concentration of automation knowledge.
It's not just robots, it's not just machine vision, it's not just motion. It's all of it.
The main objective was to provide a home for these manufacturers who really never talked to each other before. So That was quite an accomplishment to see competitors come together in one room and be able to share, common interest and build a trade association.
The award's named after Joe Engelberger, obviously, father of robotics. He was sort of the person that somebody like me would aim to be. I never reached that level. Nobody could have. He was unbelievable.
I think Jeff is an incredible candidate for this award. Jeff has tirelessly worked to promote the industry and to further the industry and to get robotics and automation noticed on a global stage.
It's a big honor because it's coming from a group of people that are, again, robotic engineers and automation people, and to be singled out as a staff person to get the award, it's a tremendous feeling.
Well, I mean, the Engelberger Award is everything.